Welcome to DrivenDaily, your go-to channel for in-depth reviews, real-world insights, and expert analysis on everything automotive and aviation. If you're passionate about classic engineering, cutting-edge technology, or simply enjoy the feel of throttle and control, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a fascinating blend of history and innovation with our 2025 look at the Fokker E.I, a legendary aircraft reborn through modern restoration and upgraded technology. This video takes you through a full review of the 2025 Fokker E.I, exploring its specs, performance features, design elements, and how it stacks up in today's aviation scene. The Fokker E.I was originally introduced during World War I as one of the earliest monoplane fighters. It gained historical recognition for being the first aircraft to successfully use a synchronized machine gun system. In 2025, a team of aviation engineers and historians have come together to recreate the Fokker E.I with updated components while retaining its vintage essence. This modern rendition is not a mass production model, but rather a limited-run, museum-grade aircraft intended for collectors, enthusiasts, and airshow performers. What makes this modern Fokker E.I stand out is its dedication to historical accuracy, combined with subtle technical upgrades that make it safer and more reliable for contemporary flight conditions. Let's begin with the airframe and design. The 2025 Fokker E.I remains true to the original silhouette, boasting a mid-wing monoplane design with wire-braced wings and a steel tubing fuselage covered in doped fabric. However, in the modern version, the materials have been subtly improved for added durability and longevity. For instance, the fabric used today offers better UV resistance and water protection while retaining the authentic texture and look of early 20th century aircraft. The control surfaces are manually operated just like the original, using a system of cables and pulleys, which adds to the authentic flying experience. Powering the modern Fokker E.I is a specially designed replica rotary engine, modeled after the original Obersel UI engine, which itself was a licensed copy of the French Gnome engine. The modern version, however, has been re-engineered with more reliable internal components and better cooling efficiency. It produces approximately 100 horsepower, similar to the original, but with smoother operation and a lower risk of mechanical failure. The result is an engine that maintains the iconic sound and feel of a rotary while benefiting from today's improved metallurgy and machining precision. In terms of performance, the 2025 Fokker E.I can reach a top speed of around 87 miles per hour, or roughly 140 kilometers per hour. Its climb rate is modest but faithful to the original specs, achieving approximately 3 meters per second. The flight ceiling remains around 3,000 meters, suitable for the low-altitude dogfighting role it once served. Modern test pilots report that flying the Fokker E.I is a tactile, physical experience. The lack of power-assisted controls or flight stabilization systems means every input matters. It's a machine that demands respect and skill, offering a level of engagement that modern digital aircraft can't replicate. One of the standout features of the recreated Fokker E.I is its cockpit. It remains incredibly minimalist, featuring a basic instrument panel with an altimeter, tachometer, airspeed indicator, and oil pressure gauge. There are no modern avionics unless requested by the buyer. Even the stick and rudder system is directly linked to control surfaces, delivering unfiltered feedback. While this may be intimidating to some pilots used to modern comforts, it's exactly what makes the aircraft so unique. Flying it is not about convenience or automation. It's about connection. Safety enhancements have been discreetly integrated. Although the frame and engine remain historically inspired, hidden safety improvements include improved fuel line insulation, a fire-resistant engine shroud, and a modern ignition kill switch for emergency shutdowns. Some units also come with an optional emergency parachute system fitted behind the cockpit, cleverly concealed to avoid visual deviation from the original design. The landing gear remains fixed and simplistic, featuring the same narrow-track undercarriage the original was known for. Ground handling is challenging but manageable with training. The wheels themselves use modern rubber compounds while visually mimicking period-correct tires. Braking is still limited, primarily relying on the tail skid and friction for deceleration during landing. Taxiing requires skill, especially on crosswind-prone airfields. In terms of ownership and maintenance, the modern Fokker E.I is definitely not for the average pilot. It requires regular inspection and specialist knowledge to maintain, particularly because of its rotary engine. Spare parts are custom fabricated, and each unit comes with detailed maintenance documentation. Some manufacturers offer a full service plan, where their team will travel to maintain or repair the aircraft as needed. This service is a must for anyone who wants to fly the Fokker E.I more than just once a year. What's remarkable is the niche but passionate community surrounding these kinds of aircraft. Owners often participate in vintage airshows, historical demonstrations, and pilot training events. There's a shared respect for the machine, the history it represents, and the skill required to master it. Many pilots describe the experience of flying the Fokker E.I as time travel. The open cockpit, the wind, the rumble of the engine, and the direct control all combine to create a connection to aviation's roots. Despite its historical DNA, the 2025 Fokker E.I isn't just a relic. It's a celebration of where aviation began and how far it's come. It's not about speed or tech or even convenience. It's about purity of flight, craftsmanship, and the romance of early aviation. For aviation enthusiasts, historians, and skilled pilots, this aircraft represents something more than just metal and fabric. It's a living memory you can fly. If you're considering a dive into vintage aviation, the 2025 Fokker E.I offers one of the most authentic and thrilling experiences available today. Just be ready to commit time, resources, and passion into its care. It's not the kind of plane you hop into on a Sunday afternoon. It's a journey every time you take off. Thank you for watching this detailed look into the 2025 Fokker E.I. We hope you enjoyed the ride into aviation history and its modern revival. If you love deep dive reviews like this and want to explore more machines that blend the past with the present, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is Driven Daily, where passion meets performance, every day.